a celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Drummond.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time. Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. We've got Chris. Draymond Green is out there with Oubre. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Wiggins in at the shooting guard position. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at center. James kicks to Caldwell Pope. Back to LeBron. Pass to Schroeder. Here's the three. He can't get that one to fall. The Warriors go the other way with it. Here's Oubre. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Well, you have to respect how fast Kelly Oubre gets his shot off in catch-and-shoot situations.
Schroeder, left side. He's looking for LeBron and finds him. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
On its way from Curry for two, and James pulls it down.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And that one, good.
Boy, Kev, those are the instincts of LeBron James that we're witnessing. Just terrific at sensing when the defense has left one of his guys open.
Outside, Green. Pass to Curry. To the inside. Knocked loose. Chris pass to Green. Clock is at 3. The shot by Curry, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in. Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Down low. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far. Chance to look at numbers for Dennis Schroeder, how he performed last season. He put up about 15 points a game last season, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
To halt the run, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Here's James. Wiggins with some nice D. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Here's Curry. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Well, it's incredible to see the touch on the teardrop that Steph Curry brings to the table. And it takes a kind of precision and knowledge to make that shot.
Schroeder finds Drummond. LeBron outside. Back to Davis. Drummond trying to get himself free. That's good from Davis on the assist by James.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Curry against Schroeder. Oubre outside. The shot from the low post is good. Oubre's got his second basket.
Yeah, this is one thing about Kelly Oubre. I know he's thin, but there's a wiry strength to him. He's able to take the hit and complete it.
There's the pass to Davis. Over Green. Drummond trying to get himself free. They get it back. He kicks to Davis. Fades. And another shot. It's blocked.
Oh, the freak athleticism. Chris with the tools to be an elite rim protector.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Curry passes to Wiggins. Over Caldwell Pope. Here's Chris. Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below.
Woo. Wow.
How about 6'10" with a 38-inch vertical? You do the math. That's a heck of a play by Marquise Chris.
Here's Schroeder. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
One shot.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
One shot.
That's good from Schroeder.
Well, the commitment to winning for the Golden State Warriors certainly begins at the top of the organization, right, guys? Ownership has made it very clear money will not be an issue in retaining their stars.
And it's sent back by Drummond. Just his first attempt. And there's another one for the Lakers.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
Wiggins passes to Oubre. Golden State moving it around. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And they're moving it up. On up the court. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
And the Warriors ownership saying they want this organization to be more than a basketball team, Doris. What do you take that to mean?
I think it means, Kevin, probably the popularity of a great team can be leveraged, right? Via marketing, via media, technology, real estate. Those other revenue streams enable them to sustain this big payroll.
Drummond dishes to LeBron. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Still playing at an MVP level LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. Steph Curry fourth.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Oubre outside. The shot by Curry, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
The drive by James.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Green taking his time here. Passes to Curry. 5 on the clock. Caldwell Pope against Wiggins. No good that time. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. It's LeBron with the drive.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Curry against Schroeder. Pass to Oubre. Over James. Misses off the right iron.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Here's Schroeder. Here's Drummond. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Drummond's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Oubre kicks to Wiggins. Chris pass to Curry. Green breaking loose. Curry can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
LeBron dishes to Davis. And there's the call on Curry. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's his second foul, and he can't afford to pick up a third.
On defense, the Warriors down by 15. Shot clock at 5. To the left side wing. Schroeder. That one wide left.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Curry outside. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Pass to Schroeder. Back to James. Here's Davis. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Here's Curry. And the layup's good off the glass. 8 points for him.
Boy, Steph Curry balances that perimeter game with the ability to get to the cup. This guy is tough to guard on the drive.
Poked away. It's stolen by Curry. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now the pass to Chris. From deep. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. Curry's got 11.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
And it's Schroeder missing.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Passes it to Drummond. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
Well, you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
If you were coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game, and let's take guys that are playing right now because we can go back in history and the names are endless, but who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. This is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use. You're right. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers, leading by 12.
Switch.
Pass to LeBron. And they double up LeBron. Drummond passes to Schroeder. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, Greg, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Pass to Oubre. Bowman. He's guarded by Schroeder. That one a little long. Lakers leading by 14. To the middle. And James gets it to go on the assist by Schroeder. And it's 8 points for LeBron.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Wiggins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, for all the talent Andrew Wiggins brings to the table, you wonder what his assessment of the 2018-19 season is. Obviously, he took a step back in terms of his production, and I think that had a lot to do with his lack of consistency with his shot. He's got a ton of talent. Let's see where it takes him.
He misses the free throw.
Well, getting to the line at will nowadays. Wiggins wanting to improve his free throw percentage.
He hits the second from the line. Here's James. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
Schroeder looking over the floor. And James throws it down.
I don't think you can stop LeBron James when he starts off to fly like that. Might as well just start jogging back the other way.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Chris. Wiggins trying to free himself up. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. .15 seconds left to play here in the first. Lead, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Warriors have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Free throw good. Lee. Good on both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Now here's LeBron. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll return shortly. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help his playmaking in the NBA.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill that helps you, one, takes your mind off the basketball, because when you're in a game, that should be the last thing you're thinking about. There's so many other variables out there that you have to kind of survey, where your defender is, where your teammates are, where you are in relation to the basket and your reaction. So those lights kind of train you in that regard. You have to, see what the color is, make a determination of what move that corresponds to, execute the move, and then finish the jumper.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors, we've got Lee, Looney out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Bowman in at the 1 spot.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
And to me, Greg, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
To the paint, and Harrell slams it in.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Wiggins against James. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on LeBron James.
And you see it right there. Wiggins excels at drawing contact, getting to the free throw line, his specialty.
The Warriors have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
2.
And the first one at the line is good. And as talented as Andrew Wiggins is, there are games, Doris, when he can fade into the background, when his team needs him the most.
Yes, and the questions become, is he passive? Is he disengaged on the offensive end? And that, I think, can be frustrating, because people around the league will tell you that this young man is as talented and as skilled as any player in the league. It's really, for Andrew Wiggins, about finding a measure of consistency.
James kicks it over to Schroeder. He dishes it to Harrell. LeBron outside. And Looney sends it back. And it's the Warriors on the break. Caruso grabs the miss.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. The pass to Lee. Here's Looney. Bowman passes to Pascal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. A lot of players have taken their game to another level. A lot of improvement they've done individually. Any surprises that have caught your eye, Doris, over the years?
Yeah, I would say probably maybe the greatest single individual leap I've ever seen is by the reigning most improved player, and that's Pascal Siakam. Couldn't get in the rotation consistently in the postseason, and then became such an integral part of an NBA championship team. Kemba Walker, who is an all-star caliber player, all NBA level guy, continues to stay in the lab and keep improving. So a ton of guys, Domantas Sabonis, another young big who's been incredible. Just great to see guys progress.
So he gets them both.
You're having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
Los Angeles leading by 13. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Passes it to Caruso. Fires the 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 6 assists now in the game.
We are talking about perhaps the highest IQ player in history. LeBron knows how to get the ball to his guys in their sweet spots.
Back to Wiggins, and stolen by LeBron. And now the fast break, LeBron with the ball. And the dunk by James.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Bowman. They get it again. Second chance shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
The Warriors have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one drops. Well, you have to be a fan of the way Kevon Looney plays, the former UCLA Bruin. He puts in the work on the defensive end, Doris, and it shows.
No doubt. He has evolved to be the kind of player who is often asked to guard the wings, sometimes even point guards. Just think back to last year's playoffs. He had to guard the likes of James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Lowry. This guy is so gifted as a defender, and he's only getting started.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James on the wing. Pass to Caruso. The feed to Davis. And Davis throws it down hard.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade, confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
And that one falls for Davis. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansion cities?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there. You're correct. Wiggins, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the Lakers get called for the foul.
Some contact inside. Wiggins playing big and will go to the charity stripe.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
And he knocks down the first one. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Outside for Davis. Pass to Caruso. Lakers passing it around. And Looney sends it back. Here's Pascal. Coming in off a 12-point game, his last outing. Lee outside. And there's the pass to Green. Passes to Looney. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. In the corner, it's James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for James.
You have to love the leadership of LeBron James. Is he demanding of his teammates? Absolutely. But they can take it because he demands more from himself.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Looking now at some numbers from Montrezl Harrell.
He had a strong showing last season. 5th in field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. great timing, and challenges at the rim.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. And the Warriors miss again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Schroeder against Curry. And James pulls it down.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Good on the bucket. LeBron's got 6 points in the quarter.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Here's Curry. The teardrop falls in.
There's a fearlessness that Steph Curry plays with. This guy enjoys getting into the paint and trying his luck with the big men.
James right side. And they double up James to the inside. And that one's good, Caruso. Caruso's got 5 points so far.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lee passes to Curry. Another miss by Curry.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And that one's good, Caruso.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
It's stolen by Schroeder. All alone, hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
Well, the quick hands of Dennis Schroeder to create the havoc defensively and get a steal.
Pass to Curry. It's tipped. The shot missing. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Schroeder against Curry. Can they get it? Good as the jump shot falls. He's got 15.
That's a shot any team in the NBA is going to have trouble preventing. Steph Curry's jump shot is simply at another level.
Curry brings the double. Pass to Caruso. Back to Schroeder. And the pass to Caruso. Clock at 6. And it's Harrell missing. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
Free throw drops for Green. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Curry kicks to Oubre. Pass to Chris. Dishes it to Curry. From deep. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Davis. Drummond trying to get himself free. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Curry on the wing. Oubre outside. Curry looking around. Shoots over Schroeder. Curry's shot is off. LA's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Poke loose. Schroeder against Curry. With the floater. That's tipped. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Over Caldwell Pope. And that one's good. Green.
Well, Green likes to push the pace, that's for sure. Great at making his way up the court and getting to the right spot.
Yo, check Dennis.
Pass to Drummond. Here's Davis. Great D that time from Green. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the layup by Curry. Curry's got 17.
Well, you know, off any missed opportunity on one end, Steph Curry has got his mind on getting out in transition and a bucket there waiting for him at the end.
Davis dishes to Schroeder. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Green. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Davis.
You know, simply stated, Draymond Green is an elite defender, one of the best in the game. But what's incredible to me is that he's able to accomplish everything he does on that end of the floor while being undersized in almost every one of his matchups.
The first one falls. And I know a lot of fans will wonder why centers just don't shoot over Draymond Green. Well, Doris, as you know, it's not that simple.
You're right, Kevin. Draymond, it's his competitive spirit. It's his willingness to hold his ground on the block, and it is very difficult to score on him. Why? Well, great length, great anticipation. This guy is flat out competitive and wants to challenge anyone, anywhere.
Here's Schroeder. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Stephen Curry.
This is where the speed of Dennis Schroeder comes into play. When he's moving like this, the defender is in a tough spot.
For Los Angeles, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Schroeder.
You know, I think one of the important things for Dennis Schroeder is to keep trying to become more and more efficient. Let his offense come naturally and improve as a distributor.
No good on the second free throw. Golden State's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Inside. And it's Green missing.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Schroeder against Lee. And it's Schroeder missing. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Outside for Curry. And there's the pass to Oubre. Back to Curry. Shoots over Kuzma. And again, no good by Golden State. Los Angeles has gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Monday, they're off to Toronto to face the Raptors.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
Curry passes to Oubre. From deep, Green. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Kuzma. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. The Warriors making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. Good on the second free throw. Warriors shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Outside Curry. It's stolen by Schroeder. Lobbed up there for Drummond and stolen by Chris. Goes up and Green slams it in.
How easy is it to appreciate the intensity with which Draymond Green plays? Go ahead with power, sir.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is...
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
More often than not, Ernie, LeBron tries to involve his teammates early. But he came in ready to shoulder the load tonight. Terrific all-around performance in the first half.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster, Ernie. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA. Over.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
Well, Schroeder is 6'1" with a thin frame, but make no mistake, he's got balance and the ability to play through contact.
Curry kicks to Chris. Outside, Green. Passes it to Oubre. 4 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry outside. Rebound the Lakers. Drummond's got 11 rebounds in the game. Wiggins against Caldwell Pope. The dish to Davis. That one, no good. And Golden State will come the other way. And Curry has it in the corner. And the three ball is good. Curry's got 20.
My goodness, the pure shooting stroke of Steph Curry. It's the envy of every NBA player.
James looking around. Davis, yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 7th assist in the game. Curry against Schroeder. A step back shot here. Curry with another miss. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Second, Stephen Curry.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Pass to Chris. Kicks it to Curry. Takes a 3. No good that time. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
James outside. Pass to Davis. The Warriors pull it in. Chris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
Well, no one rotates over. Andrew Wiggins makes them look silly at the rim.
James, the pass to Davis. Over Green, and Davis gets it to go on the assist by James. James has got assist number 8 now on the night. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. The pass to Chris. Now Wiggins. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Green against James. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Looking to end his cold spell. Good work there as it goes. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
What's incredible to me is the finishing ability Steph Curry has at the rim, oversized and through contact.
James outside. And they double up James. Pass to Schroeder. From deep three-point range. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Warriors making a switch here. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Curry is inside. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Chris can't hit.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
LeBron passes to Schroeder. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Caldwell Pope against Wiggins. Chris with the bounce pass. Oubre kicks to Curry. Offline with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Wiggins with the rebound.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
The drive by LeBron. Caldwell Pope left side. Offensive rebound. And James throws it down.
What a pleasure to watch LeBron James get after it on the backboards. The frame is incredible. His strength off the charts. Good luck.
Here's Chris. Frames the three-pointer. Chris has got 5 points so far. And here is Los Angeles now. James outside, and they double up James. To the middle, and finished off by Davis.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Curry against Schroeder, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And guys, aggressive in creating his own shots, but thus far they have not been falling. Probably a good time to try and devote some of that energy to getting others involved.
Changes for the Lakers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Drummond. And it's Alex Caruso in for Caldwell Pope. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Oubre outside. Down low, here's Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Klay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season? Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
Releases from 15. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the paint, and Davis throws it down.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Pass to Looney. Back to Curry. Unloads from 13, and the jumper is good. Curry's got 28 points for the game.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And here is Harrell. 6 points for him. He kicks it to Davis. The tray. A three-pointer is right on target. 26 points for him.
And the soft jump shot there of Davis. You got to respect his perimeter game.
Curry against Schroeder. Right side Curry. Baseline try. Again, Golden State.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
LA has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Oubre against LeBron. Makes it off the glass. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Pass to Looney. Curry with it. He has 30. Here's Pascal. Outside for Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Schroeder. The shot by Curry, no good. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They get it back. Here's Harrell. Trying to get open is Davis. Harrell, that's good. Harrell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
It's Curry outside. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Caruso, covered by Wiggins. Curry brings the double. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Schroeder against Curry. From deep. With 1 on the clock, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Just so resourceful. as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now the pass to Caruso, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Here's Pascal. Back to Oubre to stop the run. The rebound by the Lakers. Schroeder passes to LeBron. To the wing on the left. Here's Caruso. Here's Davis. Tries again. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Pascal. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. LA's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Yep, that one goes in there. LeBron's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, at this point, Kevin, with LeBron rolling, the #1 goal on every possession, get it to the king.
It's Curry outside. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
Get up on Dennis.
Schroeder up top, guarded by Curry. Schroeder passes to Harrell. Here's Caruso. Beyond the arc. It's good from long range. Caruso's got 12.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Schroeder against Curry. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Curry dishes to Wiggins. 30 seconds left to play here in the third. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Passes it to LeBron. To the middle. Here's Caruso. And he makes good on the layup. He's got 14.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Pascal, the pass to Oubre. Drops in the tray.
But he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
From deep 3-point range. Can't get it to fall. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. We come back right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Bender. Lee out there with Looney. And it's Bowman in at the point guard position. And the shot goes down.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And it's Cook with the ball for Los Angeles. Kicks it to Gasol. Kuzma, right side. The shot off that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. Tipped away. And here we go with Cook heading to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Cook's got his first 2 points of the night.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Well, remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to choose where they play.
Bowman passes to Lee. On the wing, Lee. Pass to Looney. Some nice passing by Golden State here. 4 on the clock. Here's Bowman. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight, Greg. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Top of the key, Looney. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And Kuzma slams it in.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, Greg, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. 6 on the shot clock. Shot to stop the run. Bender, no good. Lakers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Caruso, the pass to Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Dragan Bender.
He's showing off a polished skill set, is Markieff Morris. Didn't get him the bucket, but earned a trip to the stripe.
And I just love the skill set that Markieff Morris has, Greg, at that forward position.
He really is a do-it-all type of forward for this team. Can step outside and shoot, but has no problem guarding anyone on the front line of the opposition.
Free throw good for Morris. Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you, and you don't need anything else.
That is so well said. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, pass to Lee. Trying to end the drought. They grabbed their own miss. Ball's knocked loose, and so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Just 5 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Kuzma outside. The pass to Morris. Here's Caruso. He feeds it to Gasol. Over Bender. The shot's good from Gasol.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Of course, we know historically the Celtics, the only franchise to ever have a four-peat, 4 straight championships. Do you think at some point we're going to see another?
I'm not sure there can be in today's NBA, Kevin, and there are a number of different contributing factors. Number one, the salary cap implications that happen. Number two, look at the Golden State Warriors, who were well positioned for a three-peat. And yet, as you know, luck plays a small part in an NBA championship. Luck relative to injuries. You see Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant both get lost in the midst of an NBA Finals.
True.
This is it's challenging enough to go back-to-back. Forget about four-peat.
And even 3-on-3 break. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here is Cook. And here's Los Angeles. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and stolen by Kuzma. Inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's good from Cook.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Both good from the line that time. A lot of people look at that general manager position with the team. I think it grows with some organization, maybe shrinks in importance with others. But by and large, it is more stable than coaching, isn't it? That position of being a GM.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, if you were to ask coaches, one of the things I've heard sort of thrown out there as an idea is when you list the head coach's record, why not list the GM's record as well? Because the reality is success in the NBA is contingent on so many things. What's your ownership like? What kind of front office personnel? Have they made great decisions? Do you have the best possible coaching
comparative to the talent on your roster. So much contributes to winning, Kevin.
Passes it to Bowman. 6 to shoot. To halt the run. That shot no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. Here's Kuzma. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more 3-point attempts than 2-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more 3-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more 3s than 2s. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area 2s, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and 3-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
Gasol deciding where to go with it. From 11 feet away, the Warriors pull it in. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
Bend to the pass to Bowman. Pass to Poole. Knocks it loose. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Helps teams if they can keep the rights to their best player. We see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
2.
And he makes the first. Jared Dudley's checked in for the Lakers. And so Cook nails both of them. The Warriors shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Smailagic. High high, quality look, and he sinks it.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Cook looking it over. Pass to Gasol. Shoots over Bender. Bender with the rebound. We're seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now. But when you look in your crystal ball, Doris, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
That second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
Here is Cook. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
You know, Doris, you and I love history. And we were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. Do you think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure, but it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
Kuzma outside. Back to Cook. It's rebounded by Poole.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Feeds to Bender. Here's Bowman, and Gasol sends it back.
What defensive instincts, what timing by Marc Gasol. Nice block.
Here is Cook. He dishes it to Gasol. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gasol's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
High arcing shot, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Doris, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
And so he hits both. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
The pass to Caruso. Just 4 to shoot. That shot off, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Bowman passes to Bender for 3. That shot is off. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.